One joke every day for 8-year day 55. My mom said she can't believe I let my dog sleep in my bed, which makes sense because she doesn't even let my dad sleep in hers. Before I get an angry text from my mom, I just want to say my parents are happily married. I think it's a mutual decision. In fact, it might be more my dad's decision than my mom's to not share a bed anymore. And I get it, because as you get older, sleep becomes much more precious and much more difficult to attain. My mom snores and my dad kicks, and they have very different sleep schedules. So it all makes sense. It's not about love, it's just about practicality. So, all of those caveats. But they don't sleep in the same bed, and they have not in years. I think it's awesome. I wrote this joke with the help of my husband and my mom. I was on the phone with my mom. We were talking about Thanksgiving arrangements. Because I'm a hero, I volunteered us to take the queen bed instead of the king bed so two of the boy cousins could share a bed without it being weird. And my mom was like, "Oh, you're comfortable with that, even with the dog there too? You guys will have space." And I was like, "Yeah, it doesn't really matter." And my mom was like, "I can't believe you let her sleep with you." I just feel like, what's the point of having a dog if they don't sleep with you? Because that's most of the fun, is just snuggling with a dog. I was telling my husband about this, of like, hey, just a heads up, I did volunteer us for the smaller bed, and told him this conversation, and he is actually the one who said the thing about not letting my dad sleep in her bed. So yesterday, he came up with the premise, I came up with the punchline. Today, I came up with the premise, he came up with the punchline. Because comedy is collaborative. I used to feel a type of way about that. I used to feel like so much ownership over everything and very precious about every line and every joke that I ever wrote. And I wanted it to be me, and I did this, and nobody helped me and all this stuff. It's like, come on. It's hard enough already. Take the help when people give it to you. I love coming up with tags for other comedians. That's one of my favorite things, is watching other comedians perform and then coming up with new lines for them and writing in their voice, and then going up to them of like, "Hey, can I give you a tag?" And when they take it and it works, it's so cool. It's so satisfying. Stand-up shouldn't be so individual. It should be a little bit more communal. I would do this on stage. I like this joke. I think it's so funny. I feel like I have to do a little bit of explaining afterwards of like, my parents are not divorced. They are fully still married and together. Excuse me. And they raised such a dainty, polite daughter. See you tomorrow.